3-0 Texas as we go to the home half of the third. We're going to go down in the second and visit with Andrew Bohm, who was just outstanding yesterday. Able to pinpoint his curveball and use his fastball, Greg.
Yeah, really good breaking ball by Andrew Bohm. And that's Zach Zubia strikeout. I've never seen anyone come off about it. So excited about a strikeout, and sure enough, that's one first question where we want to go, Andrew. Your feelings after you got that strikeout? It looks like you're pretty pumped up about it.
Yeah, just kind of one of those, kid situations that you always dream about. You're playing a historic program like Texas, and 3-2 count with the bases juiced. You're just excited. Juice is flowing and everything. So
I hear you on that.
Yeah. Eric Kennedy steps in, and Andrew, one of the things that you looked at what was going on with your team. Y'all were going into the second game yesterday. Y'all haven't had a victory this season. Y'all coming off a year where y'all were a regional team in the playoffs, and Coach Watts talked about it. This is not us. We got to find a way to get on the board, and you were a major part of that yesterday.
Yeah, well, it's all about keeping that competitive edge. We've had we started off a little shaky, and it's just all about, staying the course and trusting the process. And, obviously a tough team like Texas, we just had to stay true to ourselves in our game, pitching and defense. And, we happened to accomplish that last night. So
Is it tough to concentrate with a banana in your face?
Yeah, a little bit, but you know what? They're doing it anyway. No big deal, though.
I think that's Milo, isn't it?
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, I feel like I'm Banana Man, like I'm 4 years old again.
Andrew, you got to deal with it now.
Yeah, that's fine. No big deal, but.
All right, now we got to ask. You're pretty smooth on the mound in your delivery, but your hat looked like you had it flipped inside out yesterday. We couldn't figure out what was going on in the back of your hat.
Yeah, all right. So, I wear a 7 1/4, but that's a little too
down the right field line and hooking foul.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's the 7 1/4 is just a tad bit big, and the 7 1/8 is just a tad too small. So I have to flip the upside part of the back of my hat down in order to fit perfectly. Otherwise, it falls off every pitch.
Well, he stayed on. That's what we were saying. It didn't look like it was moving. You were pretty smooth in your delivery, so you weren't jerking around very much. But, we couldn't figure out what that was.
Well, it's more of it didn't. It stayed put, when I put the little flap down. But, but, it's just more of like I don't know, I've done it for a while, and it's just kind of how I've, rolled. So, I'm pretty superstitious. So, that's kind of what I was doing.
Okay, I got you. Now, talk to us a little bit about Patrick J right now. He sort of settled in since he's struggling a little bit early in that first inning.
I think, after the first inning, he's really starting to trust in his stuff. Obviously, he has a great fastball, really good breaking ball depth. And, when he trusts his stuff, he's really difficult to hit. Extreme competitor. Yeah, he's obviously, just a runner up first, but he's really good with runners on base, and he really knows how to slow the game down. So.
All right, we got Patrick J on the mound and Patrick W is the DH. How do y'all differentiate them?
Well, PJ.
Well, I understand one's a hitter, one's a pitcher, but when you're talking to, hey, P-Dub, PJ, I mean.
Well, what Coach Goff calls P-Dub and then PJ, but when us players, we call.
McKenzie looking up into the sun, into right center, able to make the play.
Nice catch,
nice
Cole.
running pitch.
Yeah,
for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, well, we always called Patrick, the Patrick on the mound, PJ, and we actually call Patrick W. Smith. We call him Rick. I don't know why, but it's just a nickname that's stuck.
Trick. Yeah, all right.
Well, it's easy. It's a way to separate the two.
Exactly. So we call him PJ. We call Patrick W. We call him Rick. So.